This is the smoke you sometimes see rising from a cooling tower. It's not actual smoke, it's just water vapor condensing into tiny droplets as the now saturated air mixes with the cooler outside air at the top of the stack. It's basically a cloud machine. That's why the plume is usually more visible during the winter months. I was really surprised at how well my little model tower worked. I was pumping water at about 120 Fahrenheit or 50 Celsius, and the water coming out was dropping by around 30 degrees F, 17 degrees C. That's like a perfect cup of coffee down to a lukewarm shower. The air coming out at the top was shockingly warm, and there was a lot of it. I was really surprised at how much airflow this thing could create just by spraying some hot water inside. I guess I just figured these processes wouldn't scale well because of turbulence, but I was wrong. It was both pretty good at cooling the water down and looking cool on camera. And part of the reason this looks so cool, the shape of the tower itself, is also crucial to its function. Natural draft cooling towers often feature this curved, swooping shape. The mathematicians call it a hyperboloid. You can actually make one yourself pretty easily. Put some sticks evenly spaced and connect it in a circle around the top and bottom, then twist. Actually, the fact that it can be made from straight lines makes these easier to construct. But that's not the only reason they're built this way. After all, a cylinder has straight lines too. There are some aerodynamic benefits to using a hyperboloid as a chimney. The wide base provides more area for air to flow in at the bottom. The constricted center accelerates the flow upward, and the wider top helps promote mixing of the hot, humid air with the cooler air outside. But really, these are secondary benefits. The main reason for the shape is structural. These towers are big. To get enough natural convection, you need a tall stack. The taller the tower, the more warm, humid air is contained inside, generating more buoyancy and more airflow. The largest natural draft towers are more than 650 feet or 200 meters tall, and more than 400 feet or 120 meters in diameter. And you want the walls to be as thin as possible. Less material means less cost and more area for airflow. But a really tall cylinder made of thin walls is not very strong. It's basically a big empty Coke can. But the double curvature of a hyperboloid stiffens the shell against vertical loads like the structure's own weight and horizontal loads like the wind. You can also try this yourself. A thin piece of paper has almost no stiffness. As soon as you put a curve in it, it's much harder to bend perpendicular to the curve. And two curves are better than one. It's the Pringle factor.